Hi Capricorn, here's part 2. I'm really sorry about that. I had technical difficulties with my iPad. I cannot say that I am happy with my iPad or Apple products in general. So I had to stop that video because it kept saying that I didn't have any storage left, which I did. And it kept popping up a message telling me to pay for iCloud storage. Well, every time I upload a video, I delete it. So I'm not using any more storage unless they're somehow saving it, even though I delete it. Anyway, I'm terribly sorry about that. So I believe I was just about to do the what you don't see coming portion, but just in case, I'll recap the main reading, and I apologize if this is, repetitive, but I can't go in and look at the video now because it's trying to upload. All right, so we had the 2 9s, the 9 of Wands and the 9 of Swords, and then we had the 6 of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. And we said these 9s are accomplishment, and you've worked really hard, but you're having some anxiety about things. And then we said in the 6 of Pentacles card, you need to pay attention to your resources. And with the Knight of Swords, that I felt is a message. The eagle is there. The Knight is action, forward movement, and it's communication. So I'm interpreting this as some sort of message that's trying to come through. And then you had the King of Cups, the World, and the Devil, which that represents you. That's the card that represents Capricorn in this deck. So we said the Knight of Cups is a male energy, a leader. Cups is emotion, could be romance. If you're a female, there could be a male in here looking for some romance. And then, excuse me, the World is accomplishing everything. This is complete completion is what I sometimes call it. And then we had the Hierophant, which is all wisdom, all knowledge. So I was saying you can tap into the wisdom, the knowledge, or you can take a class in order to get to this world of completion. And so that's what your main reading was about. And as I was looking at it, I was feeling like it really has more to do with work. This King of Cups could be a boss, a supervisor, could be somebody who maybe is going to offer you another position if that's the case. So then we were just getting to what you don't see coming. The 4 of Wands. Wands are passion, fire. 4s are stagnation or stability, but this is a stability card. So this is where you can get to complete stability. And in your what you don't see coming, you have all Wands, which is action. And right next to it in the top row, you had another wand. So you had 4 Wands cards, right? And that is, so there's 8, 9, 10, 11. So 4 out of 11 cards are Wands. So the next one up is the 7 of Wands. That is, 7's a reflection, Wands are action, as we just said. He's standing there with his wand and he's thinking about what he has done, the work that he has done. Okay, reflecting on it, how to go forward, which makes perfect sense because then you have the 3 of Wands, which is 3s are creation, Wands are action, as we already said. So this can also be collaboration, unity, coming together with somebody on a project. So in your what you don't see coming, the 4 of Wands is complete stability in this card. The 7 of Wands is looking back at what you created and figuring out if it was all worth it, and what action do you need to take based on your reflections. And then the 3 of Wands is basically you need to make a choice on how you're going to go forward. So creating the stability. So maybe you've had a project, as this 9 suggests, that has I spilled some wax on that card and all that business with the iPad. So maybe you need to reflect on what you've done that's come to completion, that you've created all this stability, and maybe you're ready to move on to a new project. That could very well be. So, yeah, I'm thinking because of all these action cards, this has a lot to do with work, overthinking and anxiety, keeping you up, watching your resources, looking out for a message, a male figure, a knight coming through with a message, a King of Cups there in the mix, but we kind of don't really know what he's representing. Is he you? Is he a love interest? Is he a boss? So let's see if we can get a clarifier for the King of Cups. Let's see if we can get a clarifier. The top row seems pretty clear. The what you don't see coming seems pretty clear. But now looking at this overall reading, I'm not sure about the King of Cups and what he's doing there. Okay. I'm terribly sorry, Capricorn, for the interruption and having to do your reading in 2 parts, but I had already had these cards. I mean, these are definitely the right cards. Okay. Okay, Spirit. Now we're back on it. We're back on track. Can you help our Capricorns understand why the King of Cups is there, please? Why is the King of Cups here, please? Why is the King of Cups here, please? Why is the King of Cups here right before the world? Why is the King of Cups here? Why is the King of Cups here in this reading for my Capricorns, please? Sorry, guys. The other ones came out really fast. That's the one right there. 3 of Pentacles. Work. Okay. All right. So this King of Cups has something to do with your work. 3 of Pentacles. 3s are creation. This guy has created something that he's really proud of. But this is also collaboration. So somebody at work is going to collaborate with you, or he's your supervisor or your boss, and he's going to notice how well you've been doing. So the monkey wrench that I see in this whole thing is if the devil doesn't represent you, then it represents your fears of moving forward or that you're doing something to excess. Okay, this is the only thing. If that doesn't resonate with you, then this probably is just representing you. Okay, but if there's something that you're doing to excess and you know it and you know you need to change it, then that's what that means for you. If you're someone who has a fear of taking the next step or a fear of talking to your boss or some fear around work, then that's what it means for you, okay? So let's get a Sacred Forest Oracle. Do see lots and lots of work and action, stuff going on, choices being made, some worries here, but the outcome is eventually going to be the world. You are either going to take a class or you're going to teach somebody something. You may be training somebody at work. It could be a lot of different things with the Hierophant. But all of that knowledge is there for you. Okay, what do we have for our Capricorns from the Sacred Forest Oracle, please? What do we have for our lovely Capricorns? Our hardworking, consistent, stable Capricorns. Oh my goodness. All right, what's the card we I'm losing them, my little hands here and my shuffling woes. Oh, okay. Well, oh my God, we just got this in the last reading, but hey, that's fine. That doesn't matter. It just fell out. You saw me shuffling. Moonlight enchantment, magic. Or maybe it wasn't in the last reading, but recently we've had it. Look at the wolf there. And the moon. The moon is your shadowy self. It can represent dreams. It's a number 25, which equals 7. And you did have a 7 of Wands where you have to reflect on something you're doing. All right, so let's see what the 25... Hopefully I can still see. It's getting dark now. Thanks, iPad, for the interruption. Okay. Moonlight magic. Moonlight enchantment. Magic. Magic is all around you. The veil between the worlds is thin right now. Fairies, elves, angels, and spirit beings are just a thought away. Aha. The eagle having a message. The 9 of Swords with the owl outside the window and possibly somebody bringing in a message there. So, yeah. It is indeed a magical universe, and the key to opening the doors to those realms is to trust. All may not be as it seems. The devil, that could be also that. By the protective light of the moon, the magic of the universe surrounds you. Even though it is dark, the light of the moon shows you the way, reminding you to trust what you feel. You are safe, even if you can't see it. Have faith that you are being supported in mysterious and wondrous ways by unseen beings in accordance with your highest good. The Spirit of Moonlight Enchantment says, believe in magic. You are being given powerful, mystical messages from Spirit. Take time to listen. Allow the luminescent, receptive energy of the moon to activate your creativity. You receive mystical messages, and you are a spiritual messenger for others. Okay. All right. Messages coming through. Yeah. Yes. Messages from people that have crossed over is really what that's pertaining to. All right. I'm going to get a card from the Earth Power Oracle, since you're an Earth sign. And I have my water deck, and I have this Earth deck, which I'll use the one that pertains to each sign as I'm doing them. I'll use them for other things too, but I got a deck specific to each element. Okay. All right. Earth Power Oracle by Stacy DeMarco. What do you have for our Cappies, please? What do you have for our Cappies today? And the fact that that was interrupted and the iPad storage was full and I was being prompted to spend money could also be a sign. Oh my gosh. Okay. We got this card the last time I used the deck. It's not something you read in reverse, but Angkor Wat. I have the courage to live my heaven on earth, as above, so below. I am aware that sometimes things must fall apart to be reborn as I would wish. So yeah, where you're having some struggles, it looks like possibly, some work things, some actions may be coming to fruition. But in order to have the world, it looks like you may have some struggles. But I do love this card. Isn't it beautiful? The sun there, and that looks like a lotus flower opening up. So let's see what the book says. This book has long explanations, but now that I've split your reading into two, I can probably read the whole thing. This is page 33's Our Creation, as we said. You have this, Three of Wands with your choice or collaboration, creation. Is that the only three? Yeah, it is. Okay. So let's see what this has to say. I did read it once, but I don't remember because when I'm doing this, I'm sort of like in the channeling mode. So a lot of times I don't even remember what the reading was about until I watched the video. Okay. I wish it said how to pronounce this, but it doesn't. Angkor Wat. This is in Cambodia. The elements are all four: earth, air, fire, and water. Angkor Wat is the largest religious complex on earth and is an ancient Khmer city that has been the center of truly sacred geometry and geography for thousands of years. It is one of UNESCO's World Heritage Sites and is considered one of the great wonders of the world. It is a place of sublime beauty, energy, and importance. Originally dedicated to the Hindu god Vishnu, it is now a Buddhist center that does not reject its historical animist leanings. This is truly a place where Hinduism, animism, and now Buddhism meet with power and grace. The skyscraping temple complex was built as earthly representation of Mount Meru, the home of the gods and sacred beings called Devas, D-E-V-A-S. As it is a representation of heaven on earth, it is a place of symmetry, mathematical perfection, and storytelling. Its mythos begins with a metaphorical look at creation with the Vishnu Gateway. The central tower temple is a representation of Mount Meru, surrounded by smaller mountains, bounded in turn by oceans, the pond-like moats, and the earthly continents, the lower courtyards. All of this rich metaphorical architecture is in one area. To walk on this ground is to walk in the footsteps of royals and shaman priests, monks, and generations of devotees, and to dance amongst the beautiful winged apsaras. Anyone interested in experiencing places of power should try immersing themselves in the kind of elemental energy contained in Angkor Wat. It is also an incredible place to meet the Cambodians themselves, who are renowned for their friendliness and resilience, and who are fiercely proud of the site. Okay. So, Cappies, you have the courage to live your heaven on earth, the world. As above, so below. Messages from above will bring it to here, down to the earthly plane. I am aware that sometimes things must fall apart to be reborn as I would wish. So this is saying, when you do something differently or when something isn't working out, you change the way that you're doing it. So you had the 7 to reflect on things and maybe change how you're doing them. You also had the 6 of Pentacles where you're looking at your resources and where they're going. Sometimes we have to realize that, okay, this way isn't working out. I need to change it to a different way. That doesn't mean we've failed at doing it. That just means we have to do it differently. So hopefully between these 2 readings, they have resonated with you. They meant something to you. And as I said, the sign with the most comments is going to get a bonus reading. So Cappies, thank you so much for tuning in. Remember the magic. Remember to take care of yourself in all this. You know, to balance things. Always have balance between work and what you're doing. Don't let that monkey mind get to you. Be on the lookout for someone at work that's either going to teach you or you're going to teach them. And, you know, remember that King is there at work. So maybe a supervisor is going to approach you with an offer. Okay. I hope you've enjoyed this, Capricorn. I love you all. Thank you so much for tuning in. Peace and kindness every single day.